Let's see here. Story I found on the web about the SpaceX and the rescue mission, the so-called rescue mission. By the way, this is for entertainment purposes only. Um, I was watching a video of a Minister Horror, and he was speaking of about how he think is our suspect, as well as and I heard the audio too. I heard that audio. I'm like, what? I'm gonna see if I can find it. So, he said that something's gonna happen to where either they either gonna come up gone, unalive, or something's gonna happen to where they won't come back, and we won't hear from them again. And then he also said that, as I believe, I don't even think they left the Earth, as none of the so-called ships do, because if you ever watched the rocket take off and then it curves, then they claim it's the Earth's gravity, blah blah blah. So anyway, this is the story about what's going on now with that SpaceX. It says another setback for Elon Musk SpaceX after mishap with NASA rescue mission. SpaceX workhorse rocket has been grounded for the third time in 3 months after malfunctioning during a mission to rescue 2 astronauts stuck in space. The Crew 9 mission successfully reached the International Space Station on Sunday as it appears to bring home. The astronauts left stranded by Boeing Starliner, but the launch didn't go entirely to plan. In a post on X on Sunday, SpaceX wrote that its Falcon 9 rocket's second stage booster experienced an off-nominal deorbit burn that caused it to land outside the targeted area. SpaceX said it would resume launches once it had got to the bottom of the issue, with the Federal Aviation Administration requesting an investigation. The regulator said no public injuries or property damage had occurred because of the landing. Right. It's the third time SpaceX reusable rocket has been grounded in the past 3 months. The Falcon 9 was grounded in July after a mishap with the booster caused a batch of Starlink satellites to burn up in orbit. This was the company's first mission failure in more than 7 years. The rocket also briefly grounded by the FAA in August after failing an attempt to land back on Earth. The issues have come as SpaceX and Musk clash with the FAA over the regulators' investigations into the company and the pace at which its green lighting rocket launches. SpaceX slammed the FAA in September after the fifth launch of its Starship rocket was delayed by 2 months, when Elon Musk saying humanity would never get to Mars if this continues. I don't want to go to Mars. Musk also accused the regulator of playing favorites, arguing it should punish Boeing over the issues with its Starliner spacecraft app rather than fine SpaceX for trivia. The Crew 9 mission traveled to the space station half empty as it prepared to bring home the 2 astronauts left stranded there by Boeing Starliner. The NASA's astronauts Butch and Sonny Wilmore and Williams. Them names just don't, I don't know, were due to return home aboard Starliner several months ago, but glitches with the Boeing spacecraft on its maiden crewed flight led NASA to decide to send it home empty. SpaceX stepped in and now set to bring the 2 astronauts back to Earth aboard the Crew Dragon spacecraft in February at the earliest. Spacecraft on its contract to supply the space station at the same time as Boeing, but has raced ahead of its rival in the space race at the same time as Boeing. Musk has frequently taunted Boeing over the issues with the aerospace giant's space program, saying the company has too many non-technical managers. SpaceX didn't respond to a request for comment sent outside normal working hours. That's crazy, because he sure said that, and I felt it too. I'm like, yeah. When I first heard that, I'm like, yeah, they not, they not. Wherever they at, wherever they at. Okay, well that's all for now. Well, y'all make sure y'all check this video out on Minutes of Horror about the about Sonny and Butch, and see how y'all feel, because it's crazy, and I knew something like that was gonna happen. I knew just like he did. I knew